Test, test, test.
How are y'all? Good. How are you guys? Doing all right? Good. Good. Excuse me. Y'all doing okay?
Have a seat.
Hi, how are you?
Thank y'all for coming. Come on in.
Dr. Hogan, before we get started, did you have something you'd like to say?
Yes, sir, I did. And Ms. Ligon reminded me, so as many of you may or may not have known, Lee Luther took photos around this community for over 50 years. And I enjoyed speaking to him at our athletic events, and what a wonderful person he was. But he passed just a while back, and for someone that took pictures of probably, at least half the county, if not more, we appreciate that. So just remember him in our moment of silence, please.
All right, let's please stand. Moment of silence. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty. Well, welcome, everyone. All right. Let's see. So before we approve our agenda, Board, I would like to add 2.6, special recognition to the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I recommend we amend the agenda to include 2.06 for special recognition.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Say nay. All right, motion passes. We have that amended the agenda. Now we need to approve the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I have, make a motion that we approve the amended agenda.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, Board, we have an agenda. So moving on to 2.01, Student of the Month.
Okay. Mr. Chair, members of the board, we have several students with us tonight for Students of the Month for January. And we have their recognitions, and I will call them up if they could come up. So our first student of the month is from Amherst County High School, Gavin Cassisi. Gavin. Next, from AEC, Sean Knuckles.
Yeah, Sean.
And Sean had his dress to impress on the other day, and he's dressed well again tonight. You look great.
Good job, Sean.
Congratulations. Stand up there. Here we go. Sorry. Just stand up right up here. You're fine. Yep. All right, Amherst Middle School, Franklin Fickle. Franklin. Manelisa Middle School, Lazarus Smith. Amelon Elementary School, Phoenix Lane. Congratulations. There you go. Go stand up there by Sean. Amherst Elementary School, Abraham Jr. Cervantes. Hey, buddy. Congratulations. There you go. Stand up. Central Elementary School, Knox Kidd. Here you go. Elon Elementary School, Caden Wilson. Watch cord, buddy. Madison Heights Elementary School, Emily Adams. Congratulations. And Temperance Elementary School, Harper Fitzgerald. Congratulations. All right. Slide on together so we can get a picture.
All right, everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Families, if you want to.
Thank you all.
Good job.
And we also didn't say that we get enough pictures, certificates. Let me write some things.
All right, moving on to Star Staff of the Month. Amherst County High School, Teresa Dix. AEC, Jackie Penn. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amherst Middle School, David Hawes. Manelson Middle School, Marvin Dodgen. I think he had a game tonight. Amelon Elementary School, Caroline Lewis. Congratulations. Thank you. Amherst Elementary School, Reagan Dawson. Central Elementary School, Stephanie Johnson. Elon Elementary School, Katie Siebert. Congratulations. Thank you. Madison Heights Elementary School, Carla Lewis. Thank you. Congratulations. Temperance Elementary School, Brittany Murdoch. And from the Transportation Department, William Anderson. All right, and I'll mention this a little bit later, but for the SAO office, we, actually they named themselves, but our maintenance crew and all the mechanics, they named themselves the Amherst Icebreakers for all the ice that they got up. So they are, that whole crew is our Star Student of the Month, and we're going to recognize them next month.
Can we just shift a little bit that way? Perfect. Oh, y'all stay in the back. Perfect. All right. Smile.
Two steps to the
1,
right.
2, 3.
Congratulations, Stephanie.
All right, next recognition is Amherst County High School Distinguished Performance Award. The Amherst County High School was recognized by the Virginia Department of Education with a distinguished rating, the highest performance designation awarded under the State School Performance and Support Framework. This honor places Amherst County High School among a select group of schools statewide that are exceeding expectations in student achievement, growth, readiness, and graduation outcomes. According to the VDOE, schools earning the distinguished designation exceed expectations for achievement, growth, readiness, and graduation, serve as statewide models of best practices, and benefit from general state support structures. This designation reflects the extraordinary dedication of our teachers, staff, students, and families. Amherst County High School exemplifies what is possible when school community works together toward excellence. We are proud of this recognition and even more proud of the daily commitment made as possible. Dr. Crawford, I believe, is here. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. You know, this type of accomplishment is not done in a silo. It's a community. And when I think about Amherst County High School, and when I first took this position back in July of 2022, talked about the elementary schools and we talked about the middle schools and the work that they were doing that built those students to who they were when they got to the high school. And then the work that our staff and our faculty does every single day that makes Amherst County High School the place that it is. I'm so blessed to be there. I'm honored to be the principal at Amherst County High School. I'm so proud of each and every one of our students and our staff members. This came at the perfect time when this was announced too, because, you know, it's not always the great things that everybody gets to hear about. Sometimes it's the negative things. And having something like this that our school community can rally around, that our students and our staff and our faculties and our parents and our instructional team and our central office and our school board members and everybody else knows that they had a part in it, that's something special. And it's just a testament to who the people at Amherst County High School are and the people in Amherst County Public Schools. I want to give a special shout out to those up here at the central office. I think I've said this to you before, but I don't know how they do it in other divisions, but I don't know how principals do things on their own because I don't ever feel that way. I feel very supported. I feel like we get a lot of support from our central office. So they have a huge hand in this as well. But thank you guys. And thank all of you. Can I say one more thing? Sorry. Because he's not going to say it when it's his turn to talk. Wyatt C. is a region champion in wrestling, so congratulations.
Andy won in the ultimate tiebreaker. All right, next we would like to recognize the Amherst County School Board. So first of all, thank you to all of you. I know you have some gifts and some food items and some different cards at your stations, and I know sometimes those cards mean a lot, but I know there was some excellent food up there from Chef, and I think Lilia actually gave you some pie from Woodford's, yeah. Anyways, Woodruff's, yeah, sorry about that. And that's excellent as well. So we'd like to thank you for that. And during School Board Appreciation Month, we want to extend our sincere thanks to our school board members for their dedicated service to the students, staff, families, and greater Amherst community. Your leadership, thoughtful decision-making, and commitment to the public provide a strong foundation for our schools and the work we do each day. You give your time generously, often behind the scenes, to ensure our division remains focused on what matters most, the success and well-being of our students. You carefully give attention to policy, governance, and the long-term planning that helps create safe, supportive learning environments and strong opportunities for both students and staff. Our progress as a school division is made possible through your partnership, guidance, and willingness to listen to the voices of our community. On behalf of our entire school community, thank you for your service, your dedication, and your continued support to Amherst County Public Schools. All right, Brittany's got a short video here we're going to watch.
School Board, you're so awesome!
First elementary because I get to make friends and have a better education and learn more. Thank you, School Board.
What I like about school is how challenging math can be. Thank you, School Board.
I like school because I learn. I love school because I want to go to the cafeteria.
Like that guy.
Thank you, school board.
Thank you, school board, for keeping our schools safe, and thank you for giving us cool technology to use.
Thank you guys for all you do, and thank you so much for keeping our kids at the forefront of all your decisions. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for investing in us. Happy School Board Appreciation Month to our school board members. We understand that you have a difficult job to do, and we trust you to make the best decision possible for our students and our staff, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, school board.
And thank you so much to the school board for everything they do for the faculty and staff and students of Amherst County. We really appreciate it, all the hard work you do.
Thank you, school board.
Something I like about school is the teachers because they're so nice. Thank you, school board. Thank you, school board.
Thank you, school board, for all you do for us.
Thank you to our school board members for everything you do to support our schools.
Thanks for showing up for our schools.
We appreciate your support. Thank you, school board.
Thank you for believing in us.
Behind each bell, each lesson taught, each student dream carefully hold, or steady hands and thoughtful hearts, guiding our schools in countless parts.
You listen, lead, and plan with care, balancing voices, hopes, and prayer. Through long meetings and choices tough, you show our children matter enough.
Your service shapes tomorrow's legacy in Amherst County Public Schools each day. You often unseen, your impact is true. Our schools are stronger because of you.
Thank you, school board!
That was nice.
That's the best part.
I like that.
All right, moving on to 2.05, recognition of Black History Month. So recognize and celebrate Black History Month in February. Our schools are doing several things to celebrate this. I'll read just a few of those. So at one school, daily events, monitoring, afternoon announcements, slideshow on the hallway, a scavenger hunt around the campus. During the AM announcements, students read about the various African American heroes who have made an impact in our country, and then a TV in the lobby displaying various quotes, announcements during the morning related to Black History Month, facts and their impacts, student choice board with various activities, sharing information on the contributions made by all African Americans to our society, and then office windows facing the hallway and cafeteria will feature displays. So various schools doing different things to celebrate Black History Month. All right, so next, moving on, Mr. Childress, I'll turn it over to you for 2.6.
Yeah, so board, I wanted to recognize somebody that's very special to the school system and in particular to the school board itself. So next week is school board clerk week, and we have the most awesomest school board clerk that a school board could ever ask for. And so, Brittany, I wanted to personally tell you thank you for your dedication, your service, all the countless hours that you do, and especially for having to put up with me as much as you do. It's greatly appreciated. And we have a little something for you.
It's pretty.
Trust me, it's the least we can do for all that you have done for us.
Oh, you earned it.
Oh, yeah.
Away from Valentine's Day when you want to get flowers next time.
All right. All right, so we move on to 3.01, public comment. We do have one person signed up. Lindsay, Lindsay, are you here? Okay. Ted Whirl here, thank you. Just a reminder, so if you're speaking as an individual, it's 3 minutes. If you're speaking for a group, it's 5 minutes. So.
Good evening. My name is Lindsay Terwilliger, and I live at 3140 Buffalo Springs Turnpike, Monroe, Virginia. Good evening, school board, and thank you all for all of your work that you do. I know it's not easy, I know. So I want to take some time tonight to talk about the size of the gym at Amherst Middle School. I have a child on the basketball team, and I have had the opportunity to attend all the games the past 2 years. Every single game I have attended has been standing room only. The present of a number of issues, but safety is a paramount. I have seen several close calls and a number of collisions between the players and the crowd. The capacity of the space is inadequate to support the crowd size and students. I have pictures and videos that I will happily share by sending them to you all through email. I hope some of you all could come out and find the time and see for you all yourselves. The bleachers in the Amherst gym are less than half the size of the bleachers at Manellison. So come on out. I know we just ended our games. Our last game was against Manellison last night. But in the future, I invite you guys to come out and see, because I wouldn't have known unless I didn't have a child on the team myself. So I've learned a whole lot in the last 2 years, and it's very, very tight in there. I've seen a whole lot, and so come on out and see for yourselves. And that's it. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much. Anyone else who didn't sign up would like to step forward? Mr. Porter?
Honorary board member.
Yes.
Good evening. My name is Jeff Porter, 478 Woody's Lake Road, Madison Heights, Virginia. On behalf of myself and on behalf of the people of this county, I want to add our appreciation for each of you to serve on the school board. You have full lives besides being a part of the school board. And yet you commit yourself to being here and to doing the best you can. And I appreciate that example of duty. I appreciate the energy that you bring to be able to work together for the betterment of each child in this county. Good for you. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Board.
All right, last call. Anyone else? All right, we'll move on. Action items, 4.01.
All right, so, Mr. Chair, members of the board, you have in front of you the recommendations from the policy committee for JJAG and LBD. As you recall, we had this for first read in December, and we ask that you give that approval tonight.
All right, so before we get in at those that are on the policy committee, do you guys have any comments you'd like to make about the policy, the revisions?
I just want to express my appreciation for Dr. Wells and Ms. McNerney and meeting with the policy committee. I know with the heat policy, there was some a request regarding cardiomyopathy information, and so that was included in a little bit, and there was a lot of collaboration and just helping us understand the process that Amherst goes through in informing students and parents of different things their athletes should consider. So I just want to say thank you for that effort. And then the other one was, was it the home education one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, I just want to express appreciation for the committee looking at some input from our local home educators associations in Virginia and putting together something that was tweaked just a little bit to be a little more thorough and making certain that all our parents and students felt protected. So thank you very much.
Thank you for the comments. So board, this has gone through the policy committee and is here for us to take action on tonight. So what's the pleasure of the board?
I move that we approve the policies as presented.
Second.
So I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. All right, carries. All right. So the consent agenda, board, I did want to make you aware, I did get a message from Dr. Hoden earlier this week, yesterday, I forget what day it was now. We did add one thing to the consent agenda in case you didn't see it in time, that to approve a travel for one of our athletes.
Actually, it was the CTE. It was
CTE, thank you.
Right.
Yep.
And they wanted to go ahead, because of the time frame, get the hotels because they fill up so fast.
Yep. So I told him that was okay, but in full transparency, I wanted to make sure the board was aware of that. So.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, passes. Student reps, you're up. And by the way, we do want to hear all about the wrestling, so.
And Dr. Crawford stole my thunder. I was going to tell Wyatt and the wrestling team, they actually have 5 athletes moving on to the state tournament, and I know many of our other sports athlete teams are getting ready for postseason, so good luck to them as well, and good luck, Wyatt, to your state tournament.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Just want to say happy School Board Appreciation Month. Oh, is it not on? Oh, sorry. Okay. Lamera and I would like to say thank you to Mount Nelson Middle School for the posters they have made for us. These are very nice. Tonight through Saturday night at 7, the Amherst Theater, they'll be having a play called The Amherst Saloon. I suggest y'all please go to that because I think it'll be very fun to watch. Miss Emmerich wrote it herself. They also just had tryouts for Shrek, which will be the first musical that will be in the new theater as well. For sports, like Mr. Hoden said, we have 5 guys going to states. That's been the most we've had since 2021, so that's pretty exciting for all of us. Some of the guys have bleached their heads, and I'll be taking part of that tomorrow as well. So next time you see me, I have a little different hair color.
They did that back in the day, too.
Yeah. Senior night's basketball. Girls will be having senior night tomorrow, and the guys will also be having senior night Tuesday night. Lastly, 11th grade SOL is coming up in March, followed by other SOLs coming up. So many kids are busy studying and getting ready for those.
Hello, everyone. So to highlight February, as previously mentioned, our schools in the district have been highlighting both Black History Month and CTE Appreciation Month. So we've had those programs and things showcasing around the schools. Additionally, February is also National School Counseling Month, so we'd like to recognize our counselors for the support and guidance they provide students every day. Also, Wyatt mentioned the play and Mrs. Emmerich. She was actually named Teacher of the Year, and our students truly appreciate educators like her who make a lasting impact. Looking ahead, we're excited about the opportunity our seniors have this year to participate in an activity called the Elementary School Walkthrough, which we have planned for this May, where our seniors will just walk through and the elementary schools will line up in the hallway, the students, and clap us on as we walk through. Also this month, our FCCLA program is selling roses for Valentine's Day, and our senior class are handing out cookies and brownie snack bags. And I know we mentioned last month that we hope to visit the middle schools, but unfortunately, because of the snow days, limited our in-person days and we weren't able to make it. But we're hoping that next month we'll have some updates and feedback from our middle school students to share at the next meeting. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Great reports.
Mr. Chair, I do have one quick question. Does anybody know who won between Amherst and Mount Nelson last night?
last night.
Okay.
I don't know about the guys.
Okay. Ms. Torwilliger kind of left me hanging. I'm sure
Yeah,
everyone-
yeah. I should have asked her.
All right. Board, any other questions for our student reps? All right. 7.1, update on accountability measures.
All right. As always, tough to be the follow-up back to the student reps there. But good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. A first item this evening, I do have a few, is the email that I sent last Friday to the board relative to our school improvement efforts at Central Elementary School. What we provided last week, and is in board docs for you as well, is the multi-year school support plan that VDOE requires for any school identified under CSI, that comprehensive support and improvement, as well as a memo outlining some of those key points. And we spent a lot of time with a lot of documentation over the last several weeks. As I outlined in the memo, we got some initial information right at the beginning of January. Right around January 14th, we actually received what that documentation would be and how we complete that. Been working quite a bit with our team there at Central Elementary School to make sure we got that done in advance of last week's deadline, the 6th, to be able to get that completed and then initial submission into the state. They were aware that the board was not meeting until tonight. Nothing is official until you all have reviewed that and given us your consensus to move forward with that multi-year school support plan. But I wanted to give a little time for the board to be able to look at that, look over those key points, and be able to certainly ask any questions you all might have of me this evening. I will highlight there's a tremendous amount of work that's already been happening at Central Elementary School, and this plan represents that work and tries to build upon that momentum that's been built over these last 9 months. Dr. Profit, Dr. McGarris, and their team have been doing all the things they need to do to make sure we're not worrying about this as we're going forward. This plan looks to really lock that in and create sustainability long term. That's the goal. We don't want to be talking about improvement ever again when it comes to Central Elementary School. So again, I hope everybody's had an opportunity to look over what I was sent or what I was able to send. I know it's a lot, but certainly if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer those for you this evening.
Any questions? You're getting all pretty easy today.
I am. Well, I do have one request, so we do need a consensus of the board. There is a note on there that the board has reviewed it. You all have given us permission to have that be our multi-year school support plan for Central. So I would just ask for that this evening if everybody's in agreement.
Everybody? Board, you're good? Everybody? Thumbs up? Yeah, you have our consensus.
Well, thank you very much. On behalf of Dr. Profit and his team, he thanks you all for his support, or your support. A lot of work still to be done, but very, very happy with what's already being done there at Central, for sure. All right, well, moving right along. Bullet number 2, our monthly standards report. Again, hopefully everybody's had a chance to look over that. Continuing to see that positive incremental growth. I really want to call the board's attention, that first box there, reading specifically. We are really seeing those numbers in that final column, the red column, come down. We actually have a 0% in there, which was a very exciting moment as we were pulling all that data and putting it together. Still have some work to do, particularly in math, as we're looking at where we would want to be as we're moving forward here into the next couple of months. But all in all, continuing to see that positive growth, positive movement with how students are responding to that instruction week over week. We are anticipating having at our next meeting this next round of growth assessments that is in progress now. So that'll be our next benchmark check-in and really tell us where we are with instruction up to this point in the year. Give us one of those, again, big indicators. Where do we think we're going to be at the end of the year? How are our students going to be prepared for those end of year assessments? But again, as always, if there are any questions of the board, be happy to answer those for you.
Board, any questions?
Mr. Chair, I just wanted to make a note, Mr. Neighbors. Just the improvement has been very significant, especially in 6th grade and 8th grade in our reading. And I just want to say thank you so much for your team's hard work, and thank you.
Yeah. All kudos to the teachers, the way they've responded to that curriculum rolling in this year and how the students have responded to that. It's amazing to see how well they've performed. Typically, that doesn't always happen. First year of curriculum implementation, but at the secondary level, it's gone as well as we could have expected. So all kudos to them for the work they put into that.
So I know it seems like I've tried to paint you into a corner because I ask this question every time you present this. Again, I like the trend that we're seeing. Do we have anything really that we can compare it to from previous years to really get an idea of are we really moving the needle, or is this just a typical process when we're seeing these growth assessments? Because you're taking the test early and you're testing the whole year's knowledge. So you're seeing the growth that they're getting the knowledge, but is that typical for us, for our students, and they're still not doing well on the SOLs? So, and I don't want to really focus on the SOLs, but unfortunately that's how we're graded as a school system.
It is, absolutely.
And so I'm trying to get to the point of, is this really going to be a benchmark for us to be able to see that we're making gains, and then we're going to see positive results with our SOL results in the coming
No,
year?
absolutely. I understand completely. So looking at this piece, we're really talking about response to instruction, right? So ultimately, day over day, week over week, are our students picking up what our teachers are putting out there for them to understand and learn? That growth assessment data, so the data set we'll be bringing next month for those mid-year assessments, that to me is more of that comparative piece. So looking back to previous years, are we ahead or behind of where we were at that point of the year with previous classes that came through? I will tell you anecdotally, the conversations I continue to have in PLCs and talking to teachers in the hallways, the way students are responding to instruction this year looks different. I can say, again, anecdotally, I would not have expected the numbers that we have, particularly in science and history, in previous years. All of this is aligned. All of this is exactly the content they're going to be taking on those assessments. They are responding very, very well to that instruction. So that, to me, probably stands out almost as much as the reading data. It's been very positive to see that growth. But the growth assessment data bringing next month, that's really the comparison piece. Are we where we thought we would be at that point? Are we seeing this instruction lead to that performance on the assessments to tell us, okay, they're going to be ready for those SOLs at the end of the year? So I'm eager to get that. This is telling me that should be good. I'm very eager to get those reports and get that to y'all to talk through.
All right, so when you get those, you're going to tell us SOLs are going to be
Yes,
much
sir.
better, right?
My crystal ball will be working perfectly right there.
I love
Yes,
it.
sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, well, moving right along, I believe an invite has already gone out to the board from Central Elementary, but Read Across America week is coming up here at the beginning of March, the 2nd through 6th. We would love to have the board come out and read as you are available. I will highlight the invite that you already got and the painstaking efforts that went into making sure that was not core instructional time. So we've already given a shout out to that individual that sent that invite to you. But ultimately, I think you all have participated or been able to participate in this before. It's a wonderful event. If you're able to come out and be a part of that, we would truly appreciate it. Our schools are going to be doing quite a bit that week. The birthday of Dr. Seuss on the first day of that week is always a big fun event. We're going to be celebrating some different things. We're going to have some guest readers in addition to you all, some author trivia, as well as dress up and theme days, which if you can match up reading on a theme day where everybody's dressed up, that's always a great double whammy there. It's wonderful. But again, looking at those different pieces, we just want to be able to highlight the importance of lifelong reading, and the more adults we can have coming in and highlighting that and emphasizing the importance, the better off we'll be. So if y'all are able to come, we'd love to have you. Those invites should be coming to you shortly, and if there's anything we can do to facilitate that for you, just let us know. Okay. All right, well, moving right along, I'm actually going to turn my next bullet over to Dr. Hoden for a moment.
Sure. Just wanted to update you a little bit on the number of days that we've missed. So we have had 3 2-hour early dismissals. We've actually missed 14 days of school, but the beauty, we've been able to use 8 days of remote instruction, so that brings us down to 6. If you recall, we changed the calendar, so we will be going to school this Tuesday on the 17th, and that will make us actually be at 5. So if you want a rough figure, we have about 20 days left before we'd really have to work on it. But we figured making up that the day on the 17th was easy, and to try to get the kids a little more face-to-face instruction. So we're still in pretty good shape. Hopefully we're done with this, so we don't have to have the icebreakers out anymore. But any comments on that?
Yes, hopefully we're done with this. We've used 8 days and no more on the remote side there. We have been checking in, so as a part of even making that recommendation about making up that day, we've been talking to administrators this week. Myself and my team have been out talking to teachers, sitting in PLCs, and just checking what's the impact here, what do we feel like we got out of those remote days. I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of the stories that I was hearing. I was pleasantly surprised when I was able to log on to some of those Google Meets, how students are responding, what we were able to accomplish in a non-ideal situation. So again, kudos to our teachers and all the work they put into making that as meaningful as possible on those days when we couldn't have our students face to face. But feeling very good about where we we are, have not gotten any feedback that we need to look at additional days or anybody feels overly rushed or pressed by not having those days there that we have with the snow. So I feel like we're in a good spot and keep on moving forward.
And when we had our leadership, we just did some reminders of some other counties did not do the remote days, and we reminded students that are our faculty that we are every child every day, no matter what that day looks like. So, and that was well received.
All right, I've got quite the list this evening. I don't usually get to do recognitions. I'm excited about that. It's good. All right, February is National CTE Month. I believe I saw Mr. Presno walk in. Hello, sir. How are you? Wanted to just give special mention of our CTE teachers across the division. I know you all are aware, but the impact they make on students every day, the things that they are doing, and not just to be there, not just to be instructors, but the changes they are making for these students that are going to last a lifetime. It's incredible work that they are doing, and we appreciate them and everything they do for our students every single day. Again, special shout out to Mr. Presnell since he's here. Mr. Maddox was not able to join us this evening, but we've already had some things for them. We're going to continue to as well, but recognizing them and the work they do, we just appreciate all the work they put into our teachers who are then able to pour into our students and do wonderful things for them. I do believe we have a video for you this evening. Ms. Four and our marketing students at the high school were able to put together a recognition video for CTE Month. So again, thank a CTE teacher this month. If you see him, Mr. Maddox, Mr. Presnell as well. And just because of all the work that's been done, I also wanted to shout out Dr. Hoden and Mr. Rokes for even further enhancing that experience for our students, all the work being done at the high school. There's a lot of excitement around those new labs up there. All right, my final one this evening has already been mentioned, National School Counseling Month, but National School Counseling Week was last week. So we honored them by, giving them a couple of days at home, a little snow there. It's wonderful. We appreciate our counselors. It is a difficult job, an incredibly rewarding job. We could not operate without those individuals that are in our schools every single day, supporting our students in a way that really no one else can. We appreciate them very much. We were able to get around at the end of the week last week and deliver some goodies for them, so they made sure they were feeling that love from everybody, but a lot of wonderful things at each individual school to honor those folks that work so hard with so many kiddos. So thank you to our counselors. Again, right along with that CTE teacher, thank a counselor if you see them sometime this month. But Mr. Chair, that was all for me. Oh, I'm sorry. We also have another video. Not used to recognitions. There you go. That breaks. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, awesome. All right, so we'll move to 8.01, updates from administrative services.
Yes, sir. So some exciting construction updates through CTE. We'll move kind of through the slideshow, and then I'll share some things after as well. So we have moved into the classrooms in the old auditorium. That's been wonderful. And if you notice there, the first picture on the top left, those were the windows that were in the auditorium. So that floor has been leveled, and we've actually moved into those classrooms, and that's wonderful space in there. So again, remember, we have 3 classrooms and then 2 offices in that space. So that turned out to be quite a wonderful space in those classrooms. So we're thankful to have that space. The nursing lab, which some of you have seen that space, and Mr. Rossi came up last week, and I showed him some of that, and it's amazing. And I talked to some of the students, and they are just so excited with that space. You can see that's one side of the room with 3 beds, and the other side has 3 more. That classroom is a wonderful space where the windows and the teacher can see through there for the nursing space. So this space turned out to be just quite wonderful, and from what they had before, it's really actually amazing. Cosmetology, we ran into a little snag. We thought we'd be occupied in there by now, but the one thing they had to do was up on the roof, and they needed to do that right when we got all the snow, and they haven't been able to get up there. So they're actually supposed to be up there tomorrow, and then we should be able to get our approval for that room in the next few days. But everything's in there. It's ready to go. The dryers, the wash stations. One thing we're waiting on, we got snagged up on, is the manicure station. So for those of you that have your coupons, if you want a manicure, you have to wait just a little bit for that. But other than that, you can go get your other items done. But that space is actually amazing as well. Same concept. You'll see on the right-hand side, as you go around the room, the dryers and the washers for their hair, and then the classroom, same concept, where the classroom is and the teacher can see out if they have students in both areas. So very excited for that. Another couple pictures of the cosmetology lab. And all the stations, the haircutting stations with the mirrors and everything, and some of the other chairs for the pedicures there. So excellent space, and we're really hoping that students enjoy that. So this is the old nursing area. We were lucky in the fact that during that week when students weren't there, they demoed that entire space, so that gave them a jump start. If you recall, that wall is going to be removed there, and that's going to expand the welding space. So we were able to jump on that and get that done, so that's one less thing we have to do this summer, so they can actually start doing some work in there. So that's a quick timeline over the summer to get that welding lab done. So we're really hoping that this kind of jump starts that. So they got that in a week, and we're ready to kind of do some things in that old nursing lab. The ag classroom down at the end, you'll notice the picture on the left, they started demoing that. So the old classroom, that was a solid wall. So now you can see there's a doorway and 2 window spaces to kind of carry through with kind of our concept there. Classroom windows so the instructor can be in the classroom and also see in the lab. So that is the classroom looking in on the left, and then actually on the picture on the right is the classroom looking out into the lab. This is the floor. We had to do some more cutting. Some of the drainage in there was kind of flat, if you will. It didn't have enough pitch, so we had to cut some more floor than anticipated and get that in there. And then I believe they're going to re-pour that next Monday when the students are out. I have to check that tomorrow and see if that's still on schedule. So everything's been put back in there, and then we can get that floor done, and then they can roll on with that. But that's an amazing space too. So excited to have that space. So next steps, finish cosmetology, which is pretty quick. Continue the construction in the ag lab. We have a lot of work's been doing in the welding lab. So we've been working with Mr. Presnell and Mr. Maddox and, of course, Mr. Johnston on the construction of the actual lab spaces, and we finally have that kind of nailed down. So the gentleman is working on building those. We've adapted that plan, and we're going to get ready and order the rest of the welders so that we have them, for August. So that's going to be an absolutely amazing space as well. So we're continuing and liking to go in those spaces and see the students and how much better that space is. So questions or comments on that?
Mr. Chair. So, Dr. Hoden, were we adding welding spaces or just making them bigger?
Yes, sir. So both. So if you recall, so in CTE, we can house 20 students. Right now, we can only do 15. And so we will have 5 additional spaces, which is the limit for that. So we're making it better and we're making it bigger. And also, if you've been in that welding lab, you know, there are 3 bays and it's not conducive for
one person
for supervision, right? So that'll be more in the open, and he'll be able to see all the welders. And there's actually a space in there for a handicapped student if we ever had one that could do that. So it's going to be. I'm excited for that. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Next. It was under my part, but the School Resource Officer Appreciation Day is actually this Sunday, and I just wanted to take a minute and thank all those resource officers because they do such an amazing job in our school, and I'm just going to mention them. And so at the high school, we have Lieutenant Mitchell Harrison and Sergeant Lewis Goldman. They're both at high school, and then, of course, we have Drax. And then at Amherst Middle School, Brandon Payne, Amherst Education Center, Jake Shelton, Manelsa Middle School, Sam Gifford. Central is Mike Arthur. Amelon is S.W. Martin, Madison Heights Elementary, Robbie Nash, Elon is Brandon Koch, and then at Temperance we have Stevie Angus. So just want to say thanks to them. We've got an email that's going to get drafted to them. I'm going to remind principals that is also on Sunday so they can possibly do something nice for them. And then on March 4th, that's Maintenance Worker Appreciation Day. So that is the day where we're going to officially thank the Amherst Ice crew. And on those guys, so that includes all of maintenance, grounds, and also the guys in the shop, the mechanics. And I do want to remind you that those guys are still driving the bus about every day. So they're not just mechanics, they're also driving the bus. So our folks are doing a lot of work, and they did a lot of work. This snow was unlike any other, and we tackled that and got on that. So just a special thanks to all those folks, and we're going to, again, appreciate them on March 4th. Okay, questions on that? All right, Mr. Chair, members of the board, you have in front of you the student suspension report for January.
Any questions?
Okay. All right. 803, student service update. You have the Best Labs update in front of you. Of course, January, we weren't in much, but you still have that update in front of you.
So, Dr. Hoden, I'd ask about the Medicaid funding. We had mentioned a while back that as part of the Best Labs, we were going to start that billing process. Are you able to give the board an update on that process and where we stand with that?
So the person that does that had been out for death in the family. I don't know if we did ask her to work on that, and she's only been back a few days, so.
We did. So we got initial traction right there at the beginning of January. So we had some things that we had put in for quite a while ago, about 1.5 to 2 years ago. We had put in for some reimbursements. Finally started to get some of that back at the beginning of January. The running joke for a little bit is one of them was $15 because it was literally one instance of one service being provided just as a test balloon. So we are excited about that. That means we can start moving forward with some of these other pieces, not just for Best Lab, but also some of the applied behavioral analysis going on in schools as well. So we're expecting that to start to pick up. Again, she has been out, so we haven't gotten full information from the state on exactly how that's going to roll, but we've at least gotten some initial positive movement, which it's been a while.
Okay, so it's not going to take 1.5 to get future approvals?
We are not anticipating that at this point, no, sir. Yeah, we're expecting things to start moving much quicker now.
Okay, and we actually have a person that's designated that's their responsibility, right?
Yes,
to
sir.
do that Medicaid
Yes,
billing process.
Right. And if you recall, back on Legislators Day, we also kind of hammered them on that and asked them to kind of push that.
Yeah.
So.
Board, any other questions on that? The Best Labs?
Okay, that's it for me. Finance.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. Before you tonight are your January financial statements. There's not much more different to report than last month. We did start receiving our lottery funds that do start in January. Our ADM is up about 35 students. Sales taxes in line with what's in the budget. The significant budget overages that you're seeing on your object code summary report are going to be addressed with the supplemental appropriation that you approve tonight. So that should be cleared up on the next report. So there's a whole lot of positives going on. Again, just keep it on the radar, the health insurance, and I'm sure we'll dive into that more at the budget retreat. But that's really all I have to report tonight. Do you have any questions?
Or any questions? Y'all are getting off easy tonight.
We'll take it.
All right, moving on.
That's me, right?
Yep, so
All right.
Mr. Gallagher,
Yeah,
10.01.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, good evening. Let's let that trend continue of getting off easy tonight. But no, so the first order of business for HR tonight is the vacancy memo. So you have that in front of you. I'm certainly happy to answer any questions you have about that. Worthy of note, next month for March, I'll begin adding in the 2026-27 vacancies for those that have indicated that they might be moving on. So you have both the current plus next year's vacancies. You'll be getting that starting in March. Questions?
So did you want to give us an update on the job fair that took place?
That's my next.
That's your next thing? Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Sorry, I
sir.
don't want to steal your thunder.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. So we did hold our education career fair on February 7th at Amherst Education Center. I think that went off very well. That location, I thought, was kind of centered to the county, and I appreciate that. So we appreciate all of that. It was well attended. We've had more in the past and some less, but we had quality candidates come out. Just to go over the attendance overview, we had 63 individuals actually registered to either attend or perhaps attend, maybes. 37 actually did attend, which is about 59% attendance rate. But we also did have 8 walk-ins, which we really appreciated. That demonstrated that we were kind of visible in the community and people were hearing what we were doing, and they came and joined us without having registered. Of those individuals who came, 25 were teacher candidates and 12 were support staff candidates. We were really pushing this toward both support staff and professional staff this year. So, excuse the frog. We had individuals representing maintenance, instructional assistants, custodian, bus driver, substitute, which we appreciated the substitute draw as well, in addition to our teachers. We did have numerous strong candidates. We've had one teacher already accept that we hired for a kindergarten position, moving up here from Boone, North Carolina. So we appreciated that. We have one other pending offer going out in special education and a few others that could be potential pending offers from that. So the quality is always important as much as the quantity to these fairs. Other than that, I did want to say thank you, Mr. Childress, for coming out there. I appreciate your support in that. We are also sending out a survey. We already have done that to all the participants, individuals the principals and otherwise, who participated, so we can always look at improvement moving forward. So that's kind of a general overview and recap, but happy to take any questions or thoughts, comments that you have.
Board, any questions, comments?
Mr. Chair, I have one question. I don't know if it's to you or to Dr. Hoden or to Camp, not certain which. Our homebound instructors who are teachers doing extra, they get a stipend. Where does that get reported?
Where they get paid hourly for that work?
I don't know.
Hourly.
Yeah, they get paid
I don't know
hourly.
as far as where that gets reported. What do you mean by where?
On our report. So is it going to be under our financial report, or is it going to be under our superintendent personnel actions?
It would be in the finance report.
Okay.
Under the expenditures, it would be in the instructional line. If teachers are doing the supplemental hourly work, it just wouldn't show up in the stipend area.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Because it's hourly, it's not a stipend. They get paid per hour, by the hour.
Okay, thank you.
Although, Mr. Gallagher, I would like to point out to the board and everyone else that I am the Plinko champion. I
Yes.
did get the 10,000 on the first try.
Well, you won
So-
a good prize. I saw that
I
was
did.
our PLC book that we use for implementation. So
Yes.
excellent. And there was a lot of celebration going on there. So it's good that you mentioned that, because it was just a great feel and a great climate. And what I really appreciated about it was not only how everybody received the candidates, but how all of our participants, all of our folks, just engaged with each other, and everybody really seemed like they were enjoying themselves. Whereas, you could see coming in on a Saturday, very, very cold morning, and kind of drudging around, and not really appreciating having to be there, but everybody really seemed to appreciate getting to talk with each other and catch up a little bit, and it was enjoyable. So,
Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to thank you all for doing it on a Saturday. I have a son who's looking for a job as a teacher, who's also teaching, and you don't want to be taking off work to actually go look for another job. So I was bragging about how we did it on Saturday. So thank you for
very
thinking of
nice.
those things.
Well, and we are a destination, so remind them.
I've
of that.
tried.
Yes. Okay.
I know.
All
Mr.
right.
Presnell's tried. Mr. Maddox tried. I've tried.
Well, thank you for that.
All right. Any other questions for Mr. Gallagher? All right.
Okay, Mr. Chair and board members, I just want to give you a brief summary about the new teacher forums that we held in January. This is an annual gathering of information from all our new teachers. Many of them appreciated the fact that I was willing to hold these meetings while I was stuck in the ice storm at home and school was closed. Because sometimes having these meetings at the end of a long school days can be challenging. So when I asked them if they were willing to meet virtually, they all jumped on board. So we held them between January 28th and the 29th. Middle school, we had 7 attendees. High school, we had 9 attendees. And elementary, we had 22 attendees. A total of 32 answered the survey. Part of what we do with the forum is that we send out an anonymous survey to everyone so we can kind of glean where some of their concerns are, what are their celebrations, and that way it helps us frame the questions that we use during the forum. So we had a 70% participation rate out of our new employees to complete that survey ahead of time. So it really helped lead our questioning as far as things we wanted to dive deeper in. And they were very forthcoming with information. Some of the highlights that you see here is that they feel that the division is an exceptional culture, positive culture to be a part of, and they appreciate the leadership support. The students are above all the biggest bright spot that all of them could pinpoint. They just love interacting with them and seeing the growth that takes place over time with those students. And then our mentoring program. They said the mentors are always there partnering with them, helping them along the way, reaching out and being available, even if they're not in the same schools, between text messages, virtual meetings, they feel really supported by their mentors. One of the highlights they did point out as well is that they appreciate being asked how they feel in transitioning into the division. Many had said, we have never experienced an opportunity like this where we could actually give voice to how we feel at this point of the year. And they compared us to other divisions. I won't say their names, but I was happy to hear that they appreciated having the chance to talk and give their perspective. Of course, it did bring out some things that we know we need to tweak. One of those would be like technology, and it's mainly with training. They want more hands-on access and training with our onboarding. Sometimes during that first new teacher work week, it can be overwhelming, all the information coming at them. So they felt like, can we have more time to sit together as a group to kind of work through some of the online trainings that they have to do and also get practice with the platform. So we know on our end that's going to be making sure that they have access sooner rather than later when they are coming into our division, so that they already have their logins, they already have their devices, so that we can really hit the ground running with them during that first week with new teacher orientation. And then the last bullet was about that mid-year hire. The mid-year hire sometimes does get a challenge because they don't get all the love that new teacher work week gets back in July and even in August. So the suggestion they give was kind of like a compact training. What are the most essential things that you would need to give a new hire during the midpoint of the year to really help them feel like a sense of belonging, feeling successful, and knowing who the experts are in the division that they can lean on, giving more clarity to those points. So I think they gave us a lot of good feedback that we can kind of really run with as we start planning for the coming year, and things, small wins that we can kind of push for right now. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Are there any questions?
I don't have a question. I'm just blown away by your 70% participation on the survey. That shows you really connected with them and met them where they could respond. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
And this information was shared with principals. It will be shared again with APs, but we do have the survey results being processed through Plan Forward so that we can kind of disseminate some strategic next steps to the principals when we get that back. And once we get that back, we'll send that to them. That's about it.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
So the mid-year, I guess, hire, will the new hires at the beginning of the year also be eligible to participate in the mid-year briefing?
I guess,
Is that something you would expand upon for new hires? The teacher comes in at the beginning of the year, they get the briefing, they go through everything. Halfway through the year, they may still have some questions. Would they also be brought into that mid-year?
Well, I'm sorry.
Is that something that you would do?
I think what we need to do is also build a more structured mid-year kind of training for them, because as you know, they get a whole week at the beginning of the year, or even some of the support staff, they don't get maybe as much of the onboarding. We need to create that, but when it's created, anybody who had participated in and wished for the review would be more than welcome to participate in that. What we do now is that the individuals that come in midway through the year, they don't really have that full training for a week, but they get invited to next year's. So if you came in October, you will be invited next year to our new teacher orientation for a week and be paid for that, $100 a day, so forth.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's almost like you need to have an individual plan. So like you hire a teacher in, November or December, whatever, right? That teacher needs to have a certain number of days that someone could work with them, maybe not the full week, but to go through those key things that would be more beneficial, because you're really kind of putting them behind the 8 ball by making them wait, and they're not getting the benefit by waiting and doing it the following year. So maybe building that into their start time and adding that at the beginning of it. So it's kind of a concept. So that's a great thought. I think it would be hugely beneficial and show that we're actually wanting to support and make sure that they come in engaged and ready to jump right in. So
I'll just wrap up by saying that's why I appreciate the comments and the feedback, because like you just said, those are the things we're thinking about, and we want to be responsive. So these are no good, these surveys, if we don't respond to it and then create the things that make it better. So.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. So if I understand correctly, what I was hearing with Mr. Rossi was Dr. Rose was describing a kind of a mid-year orientation that might be developed, and that if that was developed, then that might be available also to those that want a refresher. Yes. That sounds great. Thank you.
and it's not an if, it will be developed.
all right. Anything else, Mr. Gallagher, Dr. Rose? All right. Well, moving on to superintendent matters.
All right, so your calendars are quite busy for a few things related to the budget, and I'll just remind you of some of those. First of all, I want to thank Ms. Lukanich. She's been trying to put the fertilizer on the money tree and get that growth to its fullest extent there, but so thank her for that. But the presentation of the budget is scheduled for next Thursday, February 19th at 6. And remember, gentlemen, we did move the agenda prep meeting to 4:30 that day to accommodate your schedule, so that should be in there. The retreat is scheduled for Thursday, March 5th, and that's from 9 to 3. And we did put the public hearing in the beginning of that so that the public can speak, and then that will give you some time as we work through that. And then, as you're aware, the community dinner had to be postponed. We still have not gotten a date for that, but we'll work on that. Okay. Next, the VSBA Southern Region is scheduled for March 25th at GW High School in Danville. Dinner will be served at 5:30, and the registration opens at 4:30. So deadline for that's March 11th, and you do have an email on that. I know one board member, I believe, has already replied to that, but just let us know on that if you will attend that. Scheduled the joint board meeting with the county to discuss the budget. Mr. Childress, Mr. Rossi, Ms. Lukanich, myself. That will be at the county, with the county on March 4th. And we tried to do that in the middle so that we did it before the March 5th. And then the Board of Supervisors will have their meeting on the 17th. So just trying to kind of put all those things together. Questions on any of those dates?
What's the I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. What's the 19th again?
Next Thursday,
I mean, what?
that's the budget,
our budget
budget
meeting.
retreat. Yeah. The presentation, right, yeah, sorry. 6 o'clock. Next Thursday at 6, yes, sir.
And on the, staying with the budget business, we're presenting, y'all presenting on the 6th, I mean, on the 19th. And what's on the 5th?
That's our retreat, it's from 9 to 3.
Got it now.
Right. The regular meeting will be that evening.
I got it somewhere, I'm just redoing it in my head.
Yep.
And then you go into the Board of Supervisors, whether y'all are on the 4th before,
But we're doing the joint, that's just the joint board meeting
yeah,
between,
no,
yeah.
before the 5th.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And they requested that to try to get a better idea of our asks and our needs, and just to kind of sit down and talk about that. So I think that's a good time to sit down in a small group and discuss that. Other questions on that? All right, next we have, I want to talk to you about board docs a little bit. So kind of in the transition, software, board docs is a software platform utilized for the school board meetings and policy manual. They've partnered with Diligent and introduced Diligent Community. New platform will not only build upon the success of board docs, but also offers expanded capabilities and enhanced features to meet the evolving needs of the modern school board governance. So some of those features, a modern interface and intuitive navigation, a technology update that allows us to maintain the highest security standards and provide enhanced accessibility features, convenient and flexible access from any device, live streaming of meetings that allows a meeting to be broadcast alongside the agenda so the public can follow along at home. Policy adoption can also be simplified with their policy publisher, which enhances efficiency, access to policy timeline, and adoption and revision dates. So these are just a few of the enhancements of the new platform will provide. The migration process will take about 8 weeks, and Diligent will handle most of the heavy lifting, making it seamless for us as a division. We'll provide the board with more information as we walk through that. And please note that the cost for this is a little bit more, but there's a lot more involved in this, and that will help us and make it easier. One of those is it'll also be ADA compliant, which is something that we need to have. So, Ms. McNerney, do you have anything to add to that? Okay, questions on that?
Board, any questions? So I did have a question. I just want us to confirm, you mentioned ADA compliance. So that also means, I think it was April 2027 or May of 2027, we have to be ADA compliant across the board with all of our
correct
internet content. And so as we stream these meetings, this meeting's being streamed, and simply using YouTube or their auto captioning doesn't really meet ADA compliance. So if we're looking and considering with Diligent and using their product, let's make sure that it does meet ADA compliance. I did read it, but I want us to just confirm it and just ask that question.
Sure.
So, because we don't want to, because I think there's extra fees for that piece, and we
that's
certainly don't
part
want
of
to
it.
commit to that and then find out, well, it doesn't actually meet real ADA compliance.
Yes, sir. We'll check on that. But I know we're working on many other platforms and making sure that we're up to speed on all that for the ADA compliance. All right. That's it for me, sir.
Alrighty, so we are down to 12.1, committee reports. Ms. Saunders.
I know, make it fast. There's lots of good jobs here. So good job to Dr. Crawford and all of his teachers and the staff and the students. That was definitely a group effort, and it was great. It shows. It really does, and we appreciate that and all the hard work. Snow day. It really wasn't snow, was it? It was ice.
That's why they
And
said
all the other,
icebreakers.
yeah, it's still ice. So I know everybody had to work really hard. Everybody had to pivot, and we appreciate that hard work. I want to say thank you for all the kind notes, and I loved reading the cards. They always brighten my day. But to my other Ms. Saunders, next time, a fork. I would really appreciate that.
We could have got you one, sorry.
I'm going in there now. I'm
It was
going.
meant to take after, not
No,
during.
when we go in closed session, I'm heating up my pie. So, Brittany, thank you for all that you do, because I know that we are all a pill, and I appreciate it. So, thank you.
Mr. Childress.
Yes, I'd like to thank the whole staff with the cleanup of the ice. I was doing it at my house, and that was a whole lot of fun also. Brittany, Miss McNary, thank you for everything that you do, trying to keep us in straight ahead. So, thank you.
Justice.
Thank you, sir. What a month. January and February has given us a genuine winter experience. Snow, ice, cold, cold, and more cold. Thankful for how the division has provided education and nutritional support during this time to our students, and how you took care of our teachers and provided safety for them as well. Central Virginia Governor's School has not met, but for all of you students out there and parents, application time is here. Start to make those applications. The Central Virginia Gov School by March, acceptance letters should be out there, but you get instruction through University of Lynchburg, you get college credit, you get science and technology experiences, you get the small classroom experience, and the access, just their microscope is huge. And so I just want to encourage you, look into this. This is something that is right around the corner from you, and I guarantee you it will transform your educational experience and the trajectory of your college. So thank you. CTE month, what is the complaint we get from kids the most? It's, why do I have to be here? How does this prepare me for a job? CTE doesn't run into that. It draws motivated students as young adults getting training that launches them straight into the community, job ready. Oftentimes people say schools just aren't what they used to be, and they're not making it a compliment. But when it comes to CTE, our division is far ahead, and school is not like it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was lucky if there was a photography class, a woodworking class. But here in Amherst, you've got marketing, welding, nursing, culinary arts. That's not home economics. That's chef stuff. Thank you for the croissant tonight. It was just unbelievable. We've got forestry services, and the list goes on. If your kid is bored at school, tell them, behave, do well, get into one of these classes, because there's no reason for a student in Amherst to be bored at school. Thank you.
Derek.
Yeah, I'd like to, again, congratulate the Amherst County High School distinguished performance. That's not something that one person does. That's a group effort from everybody there. So, Wyatt, congratulations. Good luck to you guys as you move forward. Good luck with the hair thing. I'm looking forward to seeing photos of that. That's right. That's right. And I will be coming to the play on Saturday. I love seeing all the plays. I try to hit as many of those as I can. Brittany, thank you for all that you help us through. It's great seeing the CTE stuff come along. Just thinking about where we are and knowing how great it is now and how much better it will be out once we get all these rooms finished, done, expanded, moved on. Looking forward to it all. So thank you for everything.
Well, I'm looking at your flowers, Britt, so thank you for thinking of that. But I think it's been said, and I'll echo it to the top. Thank you for everything. She's extraordinary and always willing to do and help with us. We appreciate that so much. And congratulations to all the recipients tonight, all the staff and students. It's happiness when you see people getting noticed. It makes them do want to go to school a little bit more. Ms. Justice, you say, well, I want to be the student of the month, so I might enjoy myself. So we're just excited about that. And of course, I enjoy School Board Month, not for myself, but for my colleagues. I love y'all guys, and I love reading these. I plaster them around my room, actually, and when you're having a moment, you can read one of those, you'll feel a whole lot better. Especially on snow days, you're in the house for 10 days, you'll read everything you can find. As far as my committee report, Laurel had a board meeting last week. We did it virtual because the weather was a little funny, and things are well there. We have 4 students at Laurel, and I did attend a ribbon cutting ceremony, I think I said that last time, where we have a new modular building there, which more students can have more fun in there. So Dr. Lewis has continued to do a good job. We're preparing for a budget at our next meeting there, and there will be probably some added features where all of the divisions will have to chip in a little something extra. We don't know all that yet, but I'll bring that to you as soon as we find out. Then I attended the Capitol Conference on Monday before last on a snow day. I was going to Richmond, but it was changed to virtual, so it was good. A good day of good information. The governor was there. The Secretary of Education was there. Got to listen to what they're thinking about for us going forward. Supposedly the outlook is good, money-wise. Somebody said, I was kind of listening, but when I say money, the revenue is good for the school system, so it's good to know. I encourage you to read all your updates from VSBA or whoever you want to read them from. It keeps you up to date what Richmond is saying and doing as far as public school education. That concerns me. Some legislation may not be good for us. Some might be good for us, so we need to keep our eyes and ears open for that. I attended my first basketball game because I don't go out when it's cold, so I went the other night. It was beautiful. And what I really picked up on is I hadn't been in that entrance for a game. I've been in there to tour. I tell you, of course my children just ate me out of concession money, but where that concession is and the beautiful space there and going into the gym, it's just truly a whole different story. And so you get to talk to people out there, enjoy yourself before you go in. Parking was good. So we just enjoy being back into that. I usually never missed your career fair. We had a track meet. And in fact, when Mr. Turner told me, I was like, what, have they had that yet? But I had a track meet that day, so you know how that is. But yeah, because I like to see who wants to come here to work. But I'm just so happy that it was good. I did go to Teacher of the Year program. Great job. And the things that the things that were said about all the teachers who were, I don't know if the word is contested, but up for the grabs on that, it's just good stuff to know that people are saying good things about teachers. So much negativity going on. But when you hear someone praising what a teacher is doing, I think 2 or 3 said it make math easy. Kids love math. Now that's saying something right there. I need to go. But anyway, it was just a wonderful night. So all the things that have happened thus far. Now this is the second time. I usually don't respond to comments from the public at this time, but I was responding actually from the last meeting that we want to look into the Amherst Middle School gym. Not just because of what was said tonight, but it was said last time as well, and I talked to somebody about that. Yeah, we need to at least see what can be done. I have been there. And I'll tell you, it's small, but I have a good time because I'm yelling and screaming. But being that it's been brought to our attention twice, someone of that, whoever in charge of these sort of things, just look into what we can do. Now, I'm not into architecture. I don't know if you can expand or shrink or what you want to do. Maybe they'll have to play somewhere else. That wouldn't be what you'd want to do because that's the school prior to be there. But maybe they'd have to come to the high school or something until we figure this thing out. Just throwing things out. Don't want nobody to get upset. I didn't say we was going to move the basketball out of there. But I've been there for a health fair. I go every year, take my students. And even with the health fair, space is small. So we might want to look at that. And other than that, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. I'm going to try to read across America this year. If I can wear the little hat. If I can wear the Dr. Seuss hat, I might go. Please do it. Let's see.
As long as we get to put the picture in the yearbook or something.
That's right. Yeah.
No, and thank y'all, my last thing, thank you for all the work you did with the snow and ice. And I didn't even give any thought to nobody going to school. I mean, you can send emails out till the sun go down. I won't nobody moving nothing. I couldn't move a car, much less a bus. So I think everything was wisely done, and we appreciate everything that everybody's doing. Good luck in the wrestling. Okay, good. I'm good.
Mr. Rossi.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, there's been a lot of praise going on. It's good to hear. This is my favorite night of the year as far as being on the board because that video, when everybody gets together and throws that video together, it's the highlight of my year. I know it comes with the budget, though. I wonder if they don't throw that in on purpose. We're right before the budget season starts, and I know we've got a lot of things to do. The high school work that's been going on has been getting a lot of attention, and it's great that it's got it, but it's just a small part of our school district. So we got to keep other things in our sights. CTE, I don't know how some of these students are going to leave a classroom like that and go into a doctor's office or hair salon after being in a place that's going to be so amazing. It's going to be like a downgrade. I hate to say it because that stuff is state of the art. I've been in there and it is impressive. I can't wait to use some of these coupons. Might get my nails done. I don't know, but it's pretty impressive. If you get a chance to go in there, definitely check it out. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff going on. I know the snow put a little wrench in a few things. Hopefully everybody made it through okay and maybe took a little time to be kind to your neighbor, check in on your neighbor. And, you know, just because the snow's gone doesn't mean you can't talk to your neighbor. Be kind to one another. You know, it's a journey we're on and we're going to get through it. But it's more fun getting through it together than by ourselves. And why are you getting out to wrestle again? I'm so excited for you. Are you going to do like the spikes, the mohawk? What are we doing?
Just like full bleach, I think.
Full bleach. All right. Looking forward to it. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Ms. Jones.
All righty. Well, I want to say ditto to everything that they've said. But I do want to say congratulations to our high school and everyone who was involved in that. I mean, all the way down, as they said earlier, you know, our elementary teachers have began that process to prepare that so many years ago, all the way up through, you know, middle, high school, all of our teachers, administration. And it's not an easy task. And so very proud of the team and our students, right? We can't forget them. Because they're the ones who got us here, right? So kudos to them. I do want to say a huge thank you to the icebreakers. If you had any hand in doing any type of cleanup with this snow, you know very quickly this wasn't a typical snowstorm, ice storm, whatever you want to call it. Just as an example, my driveway normally takes me about 45 minutes to clean it. With the typical snow, it took me over 3 hours to clean it. So think about what you know, our maintenance and transportation workers had to go through to clean all the sidewalks, all the steps, all the parking lots, everything, and just a huge task. And so kudos to them for sticking with it and getting that done so that we could open school as quickly as we could. So that's awesome. I do want to say, Brittany, so well deserved. And again, I can't say that enough. You do so much for the school system, for the school board, and all of your capacity. And I'm appreciative of you. And I hope you're here with us for a long time to come. So I did get to attend the Teacher of the Year award. So again, that was a great opportunity to hear such wonderful things about all the nominees and those who won. It's just a great opportunity to sit and listen to the people. I'm a listener. Like when I get there and I listen at the other tables around me and hear what they're talking about. And I mean, it was just a great event to be a part of and to hear all the great things that are being said. And again, I did attend the event this Saturday, the job fair. Kudos to you guys, Mr. Gallagher, for all those, Dr. Rose, all those who had a part in getting that set up and implemented. I've attended those in other school divisions, to help set up and prepare and all that stuff, and actually doing some interviewing. And you guys you did a great job, had a great setup. And I'm also appreciative that I won at Plinko. So thank you for that. It's not an easy task. So, all right. Having said that, that takes us to 14.01. Do we have anyone who would like to address the board at this time? Mr. Porter?
I'm Jeff Porter, 478
I'll skip
Woody's
it.
Lake
We know
Road.
who you are this time.
Okay. We've had a lot of important recognitions this evening, and I'm glad to see it. It is important for that to be in front of us and in front of the community. But we also have a larger picture. 2026 is the 250th anniversary of a great experiment. And I would hope that our public schools really highlight the uniqueness of this 250 years experiment that we've been through. This is a celebration of Lincoln's birthday today. And next Monday is President's Day. Part of the bigger picture is that we are Americans and we need to be proud of the country that we are a part of. I was recently down in Cartagena and in Colón, Panama, and to hear the people there talk about how proud they are of the people who have represented their country. And I was thinking about how proud we are to be able to be a part of an experiment that's lasted 250 years through a lot of challenges. But that's the greatness of our country, is that we have a form of government and a way of doing things that can handle that. You as a school board, I believe, need to keep that big picture in front of our students as well. And I would encourage you to find ways to do that. If there are ways that I can help you to do that, I will do that. But there is a big picture, and our country is a wonderful country, and we need to keep that highlighted of 250 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Porter. Anyone else wishing to address the board at this time? All right, if not, we'll move to 15.01. Board?
Motion to go into closed?
We have a
Got
motion
a
for
statement
close?
for you?
You read that stuff?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Pursuant to Section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia, it is recommended the board convene a closed meeting for the following. A1, personnel matters.
We have a motion to go into close. We have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. All right, we are in closed session.